What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be working on Thor's helmet, Thor Ragnarok. I took some screenshots from the movie trailer and this is what I was able to come up with. So yeah, there wasn't very many reference pictures to work off of, and yeah, there you go. And it does this thing too. I'm not sure what he does with it. I think it's like a beast mode switch, you know, beast mode engage. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Ed's not smiling much these days because he doesn't like it when I spray him with adhesive and then suffocate him with grocery bags. But that's his job. He has to deal with it. Now that I got my high-tech template maker on him and my high-tech duct tape, you gotta make sure the center is straight as possible, and then you mummify him with duct tape. And as for the back part of the helmet, I'm going to add some more duct tape there so I can flare out the helmet. And there are some accents that I drew out for the side piece. I'm going to draw this onto the pattern for reference. Now my pattern making are complete. I'm going to transfer all these patterns over to some poster board paper. This makes it easier for me to transfer over to craft foam, and I use 5mm in case you're wondering. And now that I got all my patterns traced out, I'm going to go ahead and cut it all out. Then I'm going to cut this piece off the pattern, the template, so that I can transfer the lines over. This will help me make sure that my side pieces are glued on evenly and not crooked. Now I'm going to apply my contact cement. I'm going to let that dry, and once it comes to attack, I'm going to go ahead and then put all the pieces together. I start off with the two sides and then I'll work my way to the center. You should end up with some half coconut looking thingies that mirror each other just like this. You're going to want to use a surface of a table to make sure all your edges are nice and smooth. Get both your side pieces done. You can glue them together. Just make sure you take it nice and easy. And once you're done, it should look something like this. It looks really goofy right now, but once you get all the accents on there, then it's going to look sick. Now as for this side piece, I went ahead and cut out two sets, and I traced one of them just to glue onto the bottom of the helmet, which I'm basically going to double stack them. This will help make it more sturdy and not so flimsy. Yeah, this part right here looks kind of rough, but once I glue the other piece on there, it's gonna look a whole lot nicer. And once you get the side accents glued on, it should look something like this. It's starting to look a lot cooler now, isn't it? I'm going to take the patterns that I drew on Adobe Illustrator and I'm going to cut it all out, and then I'm going to transfer the patterns over to the side pieces, and then I'm going to take a wood burner and carefully etch in all my designs. This will give me some lines to paint to, I guess, but it looks way cooler, don't it? Moving along to the front accent, I went and took some masking tape, drew out my design, and I'm going to transfer that over to some poster board so I can trace this onto some EVA craft foam. I cut everything out in a straight 90-degree angle except for the center. I cut that in a beveled angle, and I also did some undercuts, which I'm going to glue together. Now I'm going to carefully glue the center piece together, which I cut in a beveled angle. It should give me something that looks like this. And I'm going to carefully put it onto the helmet where it kind of hangs over my eyebrow a little bit. Now it's not looking as goofy as it did earlier. I took some floor mats and I cut it in an angle. I used a straight edge and then I cut it in the opposite angle. It should give me something that looks like a triangle like this. I'm going to use this to trim the back of the helmet, which is going to give this really cool bevel-ish looking thingy, and it also give it some support too, so it's not so flimsy. I'm going to use the same technique for the mohawk. Before I do that, I'm going to take some 5mm craft foam and I'm going to cut it in some angle-ish like that and measure the width of it so I can draw some lines or dots so that I know that my mohawk is going to go on to my helmet straight. And once I get that piece on there, I can go ahead and cut and glue another piece of triangle thingy there. So that way I'll have this mohawk thingy. Now it's looking really, really cool. I dig it. Now let's move along to the ear wings. This is something that I drew out based off the reference picture I snagged from the movie trailer. I printed it out on regular paper and then I used some spray adhesive to
glue that onto some poster board. This will make it stronger and easier to work with. I used some 1/2-inch thick floor mat. This worked really good. And once I got it all traced out and cut out, I went ahead and took the template that I made and started cutting it into small little pieces so I can transfer those patterns over to the ear wings. Once I have all the patterns drawn or traced out, now I'm going to use a wood burner so I can burn in all the details. This will make it a whole lot easier to paint. And using some spray adhesive to glue the paper templates onto some poster board makes handling these little tedious templates a whole lot easier to work with. I got some holes punched out on the helmet and the ear wings, which I'm going to use this 1032 bolt, which is going to be glued together just like that, so that it'll allow the ear wings to rotate like a clock for unknown reasons. But before I go and glue everything down, I want to make sure everything is sealed nice and neatly. And then I'm going to paint everything with this wham color. Wham means I took all these colors and mixed it together, not knowing what I'm going to end up with. And wham! There you go. There's my color. So far so groovy, and I'm starting to dig what I'm cooking. I added some gray elastic there so that the side pieces don't flare out so much. Now that all my paint is dry, I'm going to apply some hot glue and stick the ear wings onto that bolt, which will allow it to rotate. And I did the other side too, the same way. Using the bolt and swing method, I guess you can call it that. It's optional, it's up to you. I think I'm just going to glue it permanently down because I don't see any reason to have it rotate like this, which is kind of weird.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope y'all learned something. I think I figured out why these things rotate like that. So that when I sit it down on the table, it's not like this. You know, you can actually put it down on the table like that. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this template will be available on my Etsy shop. It's printable, downloadable. The PDF file is for a size 22 head because that's my size. But I think it also fit 23 because it was kind of loose on me. See? But anyways, yeah. So if you want to build you one, then make sure you swing by my Etsy shop and pick you up some templates. Links will be in the descriptions below. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you dig it? I dig it. Don't forget to follow me on all my social network, my Facebook, my Instagram. Make sure you hit that like button too, because that helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed, because I always come up with random cool stuff. And I'm very random, so make sure you hit that notification button too. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.